Welcome to Europa Universalis 4 with the Art of War DLC installed, and yes, we return yet again to Veritas at Fortitudo, but not the old one, no, we return to the 2.0.0 version, or well, it has been made quite significantly quick if you ask me, and as far as I can tell, it is massive. So not only that, for instance, I think, at least so, the opening screen, you've got new images, you've got, of course, the Veritas at Fortitudo logo here, and damn it, it is, it's good. It is awesome, and as you may or may not be able to tell, we will play as England. Yes, of all the things, we return to not only the same mod, but at the same. Well, a retry, if you may say so. Yes, Veritas at Fortitudo. We did it before. The other version, I believe they created a new one, or the 2.0 version for this for this DLC, the Art of War DLC. Not really sure on that. However, it could also become bigger, of course. So, and of course, we start with a little bit of a pickle. We start off with the Scottish War for Independence, and that is, yeah, you might say to yourself, well, that's a pickle and a half. It sure is. However, if you are as clever as I am, you could perhaps find yourselves a way toward victory. And I tried this in the other one, the other version, so perhaps this is yet to be patched out or so, but we will exploit the living hell out of it. So I got this to work before, and I hope I'll get the same result. And that's basically get the massive Scottish army, or it's not per se massive, not yet at least. I mean, if you can see here, I mean, we are outnumbering the Softs. However, they are outgeneraling us harshly. So as you can see, we've got King Edward II, the Plantagenet. Oh well, it's the very worthless leader, no skill in anything. However, that does not hold us from becoming badasses, becoming the rulers of the sea, you know, the ones who should rule at least the sea, and then undermine the rest. So, if you're not really familiar with what Europa Universalis is, this is not a video for you. If you're not familiar what the Art of War DLC is, I'm not either. I mean, I've played a little bit, and until now the new features are very much, I'm very much in favor of them. However, I believe the Art of War DLC is either an extension or a improvement of the later war, so say the 1600s, 1700s, you know, Napoleon is on the rise, not really sure when that was. Please forgive me, I'm not really too keen on history, or not too exact in it, however I do like it. But if you're wondering what the Veritas at Fortitudo mod is, well, it's first of all worth your while. Second of all, we're gonna increase the replay value of an already very highly, or already a game which has a dig load of replay value, because honestly, you can play as France and then you can, well, you've done conquering, or you've played for 200 years, and then kind of go like, well, what if I were to play that nation I just completely swallowed? And then you can just be any nation you want, any. You could be the mighty Moroccans, or even further, well, you can't see them right here, but you could become Japan, one of the Chinese nations. You could become Russia, or form Russia, or, you know, it's almost a city. You can almost form your own country, or, you know, at some point you can name your own colonies, but yeah, it could be silly. However, let's start off with this here, of course. So, what are our main interests? Our main interests are to conquer the British Isles, so become, not really form Great Britain right away, but that is one of the things we might want to do. Second, I want to keep my foothold in France. So it is 1309, and we still have this. So we've got, yeah, so we have this, and it's not really much. I mean, if you look at the tax value, it's not really much, but it is ours, and we might want to keep it. And in order for us to do so, we need to win this war for independence, because then we can form or reunite England quicker, and in that way be more stronger. So that's why we will, of course, it's not really a quick move, but that is why we will ally us with Portugal, and we will improve relationship with Castilla and ignore Aragon for now. And I am looking for a second big ass player, perhaps Austria. I don't know. How many? We've got 5. Let's see. Austria is big in a way. However, it needs also to be capable of reaching my sworn enemy France, because France is look at France. Well, it is divided. Of course it is. However, France leads not only a personal union with I don't know, one or all of these nations, but if you just look at France, although green is its own self, all the provinces they hold, and the lightish bluish are its vassals, and vassals are basically the robots, or whatever you want to call them. However, they will do whatever you ask them to do, and this is where its strength lies, because of course, every nation, even if it only consists of one province, will be able to raise an army up to, I don't know, 3 or 5 dudes. And if you have, let's see, how many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vassals and 1 personal unit. It's basically the same bloody thing, but a little bit different. So you've got like 6 or 7 guys who can all raise 3 to 5 guys. It's a minimum of 20. It's a 20 stack, ready to just do whatever you want. And believe you me, a 20 stack is not only hard to beat, but if it's autonomous, so it has its own manpower, so every nation has to figure its own manpower out. Yeah, it adds up to a far superior enemy than just having them all in one nation. And even if it is united, France is still a bitch and a half to deal with. So that's why that's our plan for now. We'll just ally Portugal, become very friendly to Castilla. Of course, they are rivaling us, and not really sure how to work around that. And we might as well send another guy to improve relationship with Austria, also just for the royal marriages and such. And we will then figure out this here. Well, of course, it will be a slow start, because it is basically doing all the things. Oh, Leinster. Okay, so we quit a second, so pause the game. State of the world, so I don't need any more guidance. So the world of Veritas at Fortitudo is similar to that of the actual timeline, but some things are quite different. The great powers of actual history are not necessarily the great powers in this alternate timeline. So the great powers of actual history. Oh, okay, so my bad. Okay, so Leinster is forming a coalition, and Portugal enters state marriage, and we now have the option to kick Leinster's ass. Leinster, not really sure how to pronounce it. I'm Dutch, deal with it. So of course they are in a coalition against us. I believe they are the only one. So that's nice, because we also want to deal with the Irish softs, because even though it may not really be that profitable, I mean, all those little two nation or 2 tax levels, I mean, just look at it. Yeah, from this standpoint, you kind of want to go northern Italy, and I don't know, this here seems also nice. Also, do note that the green spots are usually the capital of a nation. So, I mean, and if some or a province has a capital on it, it will get a bonus for taxation. Okay, and we already sit on one little problem, and that is this dude. Yeah, he's already attacking us, and that's not good, because we want to lure him into going to the Isle of Man, and then we'll use our very much superior navy to to basically blockade the motherfucker. Okay, in the event of Edward II should die before the heir is of age, preparation must be made for the Regency Council to be established. Who shall we designate to lead the council? So, the Queen, or a relative, or the Archbishop. So, who should we really do? I find the Queen. I mean, sure. Without a compromise, of course. So, in my experience, so when I tried this, they were a little bit easier to control. So, for instance, they started here in Aisha. But I think we should be able to, so insufficient bureaucracy, that's a problem. But I suppose it is because, well, quite frankly, we've got a numbnut on the throne. So, Regency, okay. Okay, a national idea. So, at the start of the game, and when you form a new nation, you have the option of using the normal nation ideas or a focused set of ideas that might fit your gameplay better. What type of empire might you desire? So, the historical empire, and then we get the English ideas, which are not bad. I think they are focused on navy and also trade. Or, you know, offensive ideas. I find offensive very nice because, honestly, in my opinion, naval is basically a question of either never really did this or did I do it? Not sure. I think I did though. With Venice, I did try the naval idea probably. So you either specialize in navy or you just become so rich, which is also very easy to do with offensive ideas. So just pick it. Or you become so rich that in the end you are basically capable of just managing the force limits they throw upon you. Okay, you might want to revisit this idea. Hold on. Let me just throw in one stack. Here we are, one stack. And just go and lure the motherfucker in attacking you. So we're just gonna appear weak. Okay, plans for a crusade. So, our agents report the Pope is planning on a new crusade against the Islam, but remains undecided as to where to strike. They suggest that we could exert some influence on this determination if we desired. Okay, so we got Jerusalem, Alexandria, Tunis, or Aleppo. Of all the things we might at some point wanna attack, I think Tunis is it the same as Tunisia? That's my question. Tunis. It is. So we might prefer Tunis. Okay, he's on the move. However, my question is, where are we going? He is going to, please be here. So our navy, they are very much so ready to strike. Okay, a call to crusade against Aydin. Okay, we've been called upon by the Pope to take up arms for the crusade. Okay, also join it myself, send some knights, send a donation. Or send the best wishes, honestly. Yeah, we've got some money to spare, so we'll just do that. Okay, he might be going forward. So, let's see, the bulk of the army will reside here. Because, okay, we want him to... Yes, there he goes. This is the end. Okay, how quickly can you be there? So, he will arrive at the 20th of May, that's now. And nope. Okay, either this doesn't really work or something, so please all just engage. How quickly can you? Let's see. You will arrive in the IRC the 27th of May, and you will be out of the 26th. Shite. This is a problem because I need my army intact. Okay, at least bring the fool with you. So nice. Okay, hold on. You will leave the 31st. Yes. Okay, disengage. We've got him, ladies and gentlemen. prepare the very much actually this there we go prepare the death of yeah, Scotland or its independence. So they didn't really want it in the referendum of 2014. They will not like it now. Okay, and we only lost, let's see, how many men? 1,000. We lost 1,000. Oh, and here we have some alliances. So Portugal, we already wanted. Flanders, ooh, that's a good one. So we might want to consider Flanders. However, I also want to consider Austria, even though they are neutral attitude and we are at war, so that's perhaps a little bit weird. It's a question, that's for sure. Do we want Flanders? Because they will drag us into a war, and that's not really what we want. So nope. Brabant, or however you pronounce it in English. So it's Brabant in Dutch. And Forment, no, fuck you as well. Yeah, sure. And of course, you may be looking at this and be like, well, this is a little bit, yeah, how to put it? I find this exploit very disturbing. I say to you, I find it too. However, it is for the good of, yeah. Okay, we do not want to split. We want to leave enough so we can continue the siege. Kick their bums here. Okay, unite and leave enough for the siege. Split perhaps in half. So we can do this quicker. So I'm pressing D, so they only leave enough for a sufficient siege. And that's good enough for us. Excellent. Leave enough for the siege. And so Hansa offer a contour. The Hansa are looking for investments to create a contour in Gascogne or Gascogne. I don't know. Gascogne. I don't know. They will increase the trade goods available in the province and give a boost to production. If we decline, they are unlikely to offer us another for some time. So invest the funds, so just like 100 ducats. And we gain prestige. And some more. And that's also very interesting. In this mod we have, I believe, also the Northern Trading League. And it was basically between so the Hansa and a couple of port cities. And we've got like the Southern League. And that's basically with Venice and such. Not really sure if they implemented it already. However, it was in the last mod. So in the other version. So, yeah. And it was interesting, to say the least. Okay, you go there, you go there. Can we raise some more gentlemen? No, we are already overextended. Okay, we'll just fight it out. Unfortunately, we will lose the siege here in the Isle of Man. It's just that, yeah, I mean, we've got such a nice navy just chilling here. Support the Florentine school because of our relative notability. We are in a position to support the Italian artist in the Florentine school, being perceived as patrons of international art. Art will definitely help our propaganda efforts. Okay, sure. Lose even more money. That's quite unfortunate. However, at some point we will win sieges. Let's turn up the speed to full. And yeah, just we've got them where we want them. Perhaps we could just suicide a unit in there, I don't know. Declared war on Dauphine, that's one of those wars. So France is basically trying to unite his vessels he can annex over time and become one giant France. And yeah, it's a good thing that we can now already exclude the independence of Scotland, because quite frankly, it's gonna save us so much time. Is there anything else we should add? No, it's just basically a waiting game for now. Perhaps, are we already interested? Don't think so. And how are we doing here? Honestly, I'm gonna increase our opinion. And I want a royal marriage, because of course that is one of those things that we might want to have. Or perhaps we could get France as silly as... No, we are also a rival. So I was thinking perhaps we can... yeah, you know, ally France. Or at least have a royal marriage, because a royal marriage is one way of saying that you know, it's some sort of a non-aggression pact. It has, okay, started a crusade against Aiden, or Yeah, Aiden. Okay, we've won a siege here, and Aiden is like this little bit. Oh wow, it's the crusade part is also very new to me. Please tell me you're not losing that. Okay, of course you are. A little bit. You send in some guy. Okay, good enough for me. And we did send one dude more, didn't we? Yes, we did. Kill, kill, kill. That's what you want. What you are in for. I believe we only need to take the capital, and that is, yeah, Lovian. And once we've got that, we should be able to roll further. Excellent. Yes. So, almost at the end of this war. So, good harvest. In 1310 was considered a particularly good year for England due to good harvest and gathering higher income and than ever before. So, put it in treasury or invest the money. Of course, we will invest. Okay, King, we've won the siege of Mighty, of course. So let's just get back. And another one. Military genius. Edward II has led his troops into glorious victories. The stature rises with the nation, its people and military both. Really? Good general. You actually did something useful, didn't you? Wow, that's fascinating, honestly. Oh well. And, well... yeah, I mean, could there be another way to completely kill... so there we did lose the Isle of Man. However, that's not really problematic. But is there another way to kick this army's butt? You can't really call people into yeah, you can't really call people into it. Oh wow. Losing the war, are we? Yes, we are. Nice, nice. So perhaps you could just go bankrupt and just get so many mercenaries. However, it's basically a pain in the ass because he has such a good general. It's a 2-5-3-1, so it's a very good general to start off with. So 2-star also indicates it's a good general. Just yeah, you know, such a power, and that really helps. Unless of course you could perhaps, you know, get a shit out of mercenaries and then find a very open plain. I don't know. Because that is also part of the battle statistics. So of course, if you are, for instance, you could fight here in the Alps. So it's the Alps. Of course, you know how the Alps look like, or what they look like. However, that will give you a significant defensive bonus. And for instance, if you cross a river as well, in some cases, I'm not really sure how the river crossing works. However, that too gives you a tremendous bonus. But yeah, that's of course logical. It's just, I'm not really of the, I am of the opinion that it shouldn't really last the whole battle, because after all you have passed the whole, you know, you passed the rhythm. So yet again we get this one. I mean, your stature rises, of course, so legitimacy and prestige come to an end and such. Okay, so Scotland is now willing to sue for peace for a second time, of course. Forced to give us money. Okay, last for 10 years. Scotland will cede 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. England, Scottish, and its subjects give up all claims in Norway. 0 again. Scotland will pay 8 ducats. Okay, that's all fine and well. Let's see, what would I get, honestly? Almost all, wouldn't I? Yeah, sure, let's accept. Honestly, it's the best bargain you could have bargained for. Because now... okay, you're independent, but... okay, this is even better than last time. So last time I just I demanded that he remain my vassal. However, this is even better because now, well, honestly, Yeah, so I'll take a short break here and end this episode for you. Thanks for watching. This was the first episode. Please, if you like what you see, it helped me a great deal just commenting, and not gonna ask for anything more. Just leave a comment. That's all I want, Suggest something or hate me for using this little exploit. I mean, the British are, of course, very much known for the Navy, so it would be, of course, a very interesting way of looking at it, that the Scottish felt like taking the Isle of Man, but the Navy, contained the threat, of course. But yeah, I mean, every military genius or fool, I mean, it could be the English Edward II, would think twice of, taking this little island, even though you have this giant advantage. However, thanks for watching, and bye.